The 2019 national and provincial elections are upon us, fellow South Africans. Now, voting is a fundamental right for every citizen in the country and enables us to choose the leaders of tomorrow. Many people have the misconception that one vote will not make a change, but as a matter of fact, it really does. A nation's political foundations are built using elections, which means your vote counts. With that said, the final registration will be held this weekend on the 26th and 27th of January. Now, Courtney Sampson, Provincial Electoral Officer for the Western Cape, is in the loft to share all of the information we need to know about registering to vote. Welcome to Afternoon Express.
Thank you, Jeannie.
So this is the last weekend to vote, register to vote.
Let me put it to you this way. The law requires South African citizens to go in person to an official of the IEC to register as a voter. And what we do over weekends like this, because we realize that our offices are not always accessible to everybody, we take the venues we usually use as voting stations, and we use them as registration points. And we take officials out there to the communities, just to make it more accessible for people to register as voters.
If we've already been registered, if we voted in the last elections, does it mean that we are registered to vote in the next coming elections?
That's correct. Jenny, I'm glad you asked the question, because it's possible to do a few things. You can go online and check your details, and you can even change your address if you've already registered online. You could also use an SMS number, which is 32810, and send your ID number there, and it will indicate to you where you are registered to vote.
Amazing. That is very helpful.
If you're already on the vote.
And of course, all of those details we'll have on Afternoon Express website as well, and they're on the screen at the moment. Okay, how many people are currently registered to vote?
Look, we've got about 26, just over 26 million South Africans on the voters roll.
More.
Yeah, but you know, if you think that we are about, 55 million South Africans, and not all of them are eligible to vote. I mean, that includes children, people under 18 and everybody. So I think in terms of that, it amounts to about 75% of the voting age population, which is not bad in terms of in terms of international standards. It's actually quite good. So
now, I see the IEC is also encouraging the youth, I suppose, to be a little bit more interested in the democratic process. I mean, are they? Are our youth registered to vote? Do they understand the importance of these elections?
I think it's very difficult for young people to begin to understand that. But I think that our need for young people's involvement is absolutely critical. If you take into consideration the fact that we are now talking about the fourth industrial revolution, which is all digital, and things that people of my age probably don't understand as well as the youth do, we are going to really need young people ideas, young people energy, in order to create a society where we will all be free, secure, in work, you know, and really just safe. So I think we are going to need all hands on deck.
Well, I think we saw it in Brexit, where young people didn't vote, and then it's now a massive decision that will impact them for the rest of their lives, and now it's a big mess up. So I think in South Africa, the youth need to be involved. Otherwise, you can't complain if you don't vote.
It's because we realize that. That is the reason why in our launch, we focus specifically on young people. We had our...
Donut.
The dog likes
you.
Your dog likes me.
Donut, come here.
I think the dog is smelling my dog.
Oh, shit. Come here, boy.
So I think that it's because we realized that we took our election launch and we had young people designing it for young people. So it's by young people, for young people. And we use it in that way. So I just really hope that we will make use, or the young people will make use of the opportunity to do that.
Okay, so this is a message going out to the youth now in South Africa. If you haven't yet registered to vote, please do. This weekend is your last opportunity. What do they need? What do you need to be able to go and register?
Ginny, you need to be a South African citizen. And you need one of 3 identity documents, either the green barcoded ID, or a smart card, or a temporary identification certificate issued by Home Affairs and which is still valid.
Okay.
Now, I think that what I also want to clarify very quickly is it will still be possible for people to register until the time that the election date is proclaimed.
Okay.
In other words, printed, published in the Government Gazette.
Yeah.
So if this weekend is over and there is no publication of the election date in the Government Gazette, people can still register.
Okay.
It's in that light that we are going to allow and create a situation for people all over the world from the 1st to the 4th of February to register in countries outside of the borders of South Africa.
Okay.
In other words, if you are in Namibia or in Botswana or in England or wherever you find yourself, you'd be able to go to one of the South African missions, embassies, and register there between the 1st and the 4th of February. We will also wait for the universities to start kicking in.
Okay.
So we assume that many of the universities will start having people arriving around about the 1st of February.
Yeah.
So from the 4th to the 7th of February, we're going to go onto the campuses and specifically the residences to get the young people who are at the residences to register as well.
That's very helpful information.
So if you are from the Free State and you're coming to study in Cape Town, you will have that opportunity. But I think I must also add that if you vote outside of your province, you will only get a national ballot.
Okay.
If you are registered in the province, then you will get national and provincial ballots if you apply to vote at a different voting station.
Okay.
So I think I needed to clarify that.
Thank you. That is very, very helpful information. And then just again, you need one of 3 forms of ID. Driver's license, passport, or... No.
Green barcoded ID.
Card ID.
Smart card. Or temporary identification certificate issued by Home Affairs.
Oh, you see, this is where I always get confused because I roll in there with my ID in the name of a driver's license. Okay, thank you very much. That is very helpful. Thank you so much for being here today. Please do go and register to vote. The country needs your cross.